No loose chat. I am Queen P. This is Era versus Era. Second battle of the day. Please make some noise for this. And before we get into it, I've got two very special co-hosts. The girl, introduce yourself, please. It's girl, JP. And
Jen, one word, three ends of my Jen.
yes. And if you lot don't know, we do a show called Tea and Corp. It's all about this battle rap shit, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. But right now, we're gonna get into this one. Frost versus Giz. Do you know who's going first? Alright. First round on Giz. Hold it down, please, people.
Let's go. Ready, yeah? Go. Let's go. Rest in peace tonight. He says Frost never lost. But that was a fucking lie. Because he took it out the moment God made him that high. See? He took it out the moment God made him that high. See, they say that he's nice, they praise the way that he writes, but I could never look up to a man that's got to look up to look me straight in the eyes.
Okay.
He wants to straighten him, fine, if that's how he feels, yeah? But let's imagine I punched him in his face right now. Let's just be real here. This lot are gonna look at me like I just pushed a disabled kid out of his wheelchair. Out of his wheelchair. Now let's have it. On stage, the big man before magic. Call me Hagrid, cutting out the dead shit like Rick Grimes with a hatchet. Takes an acquired palette. You can hack it. Damn, Thomas. At Dub Scandal, you were the man, Thomas. I said, damn, Thomas. At Dub Scandal, you were the man, Thomas. And now they booked you in to see the real Grim Reaper, and here I am as promised. I'll grab him by his wrist and pull his humerus bones from his arm sockets. Stand back and laugh on it, you girl. Her ass is flat on the carbonic. She wanted to beat, but I had to pass on it because I couldn't get hard from it. I said, we ain't the same, Tom. We are not the same, Tom. Just another lame dom trying to act like a day one. You can ask them. I've been here from way long. See? You weren't around when we used to do this in the flats in Stockwell. Ever since then, they've been saying Giz is not well because I'll battle anybody. That's why my stock fell. But fuck him, I'm top shelf. And I'll still split shit hot enough to make Frost melt. Talk about Frost never lost. I was there when he got killed by Old English. They said I was a judge, but I felt more like a witness. They said I was a judge, but I felt more like a witness. Then I saw his battle, he tried to call like Giz on some slick shit. Now the kid gon' get what he wants right before he dies on some make-a-wish shit. Some make-a-wish shit. This ain't your night, young killer. This is red rum written in red on the bathroom mirror. Right now you're like that kid that went to the zoo. This is red rum written in red on the bathroom mirror. Right now you're like that kid that went to the zoo, fucked around, fell down and landed in the pit with a gorilla. Landing in the pit with a gorilla. For catch him talking about food, then he's looking like dinner. It's like they sent Gary Coleman to fight Godzilla. And that Iron Fist hit you, you head to a 360 spinner. Now they call this league no loose chat, so that's round one, bro. I'll leave it at that. You can never out-rap me.
Yo, so it's the Era versus Era card. This one for the ages. We've been trying to get this battle in for what must have been ages. First time on this stage, I ain't coming to play Giz. Fuck a pandemic. Frost ain't coming to play Giz. Fuck your vaccinations, man. A couple jabs. Fuck your vaccinations, man. A couple jabs won't save it. See, Frosty has his aim in, and 2 shots will mash his brain in. Execution style, like a mob assassination. I put in work for my spot. You are not about to take it. I put in the graft. You just put in the years. When they talk about the legend, no one puts you with your peers. You just been. I put in the graft. You just put in the years. When we talk about the legend, no one. Fuck's sake. I put in the graft. You just put in the years. When they talk about the legend, no one puts you with your peers. Fuck, you got it, you got it. I know it, it's just flip the words around. I put in the graft, you just put in the years. When they talk about your era, no one puts you with your peers. We ain't calling you a legend just cause you was there. Big Giz from the forgotten era, should have disappeared. But have you seen him a jump off? To say he looked like a virgin would be putting it mild. He looked allergic to pussy and style. If the killer looked like Cartman, then put him on trial.
Let's go, Frost.
Fuck's sake.
Boo for that line.
If the killer looked like Cartman, then put him on trial. Fuck. fuck's sake! Man, have you seen him jump off? Have you seen him jump off? To say he looked like a virgin would be putting it mild. You looked allergic to pussy and style. They could have looked like Cartman, then put him on trial. Frost catching bodies, another cold case coming. You ain't got nothing nice to say. Just don't say nothing. My bad, sir.
Let's go, Giz.
Georgie Roots got you nervous. You forgot the first line of your first round. I see how that went down. Who else watched him? The boy was lost for words, looking around like he didn't know where he dropped him. The boy started choking like COVID got him. I'm a whole different problem. This is like a hole in the condom and you just had a one-night stand with a Roman, bro. You're in for This is a whole different problem. This is a whole different problem. This is like a hole in the condom when you just had a one-night stand with the wrong one, bro. You're in for a long one. I lock, stock and drop him. What happened to that skater Tom with the long hair when he was unbopping? He cut his hair, flipped the script and thought nobody clocked him, but I was Lee Harvey Oswald in the block watching. I hope you lot bought a coffin, because it's the start of round 2 and I've already got him boxed in. What are we saying, Tom? What's cracking? This is the battle of the Anglo-Saxons.
What
are we saying, Tom? What's cracking? This is the battle of the Anglo-Saxons. Well, he's a Viking, I'd have gone west to clash him, and time is money, so damn right I'll tax him. Little man, I ain't pocket tapping. I'll grab this little cunt by his ankles, hang him upside down and shake him so we can see what's happening. All that cocky shit, that's a facade, brother. Drop me out. If I'm lying, may God strike me down with lightning and stop me now. You from West London, right? You said proud, you had it come out of your mouth, so why'd you start your battling career up north when you live down south? Don't tell me it's because you preferred the audience or the ambiance. You went up there so you could build up your confidence, calm down.
Let's go.
Why'd you start your battling career up north when you live down south? Don't tell me it's because you preferred the audience or the ambiance. You went up there so you could build up your confidence. Come down here and tell us your accomplishments, brother. Drop me out. At what point am I supposed to take him seriously? In what department does he even come near to me? Yeah, we're both on the same scene, but we ain't seeing things the same now. That seems clear to me. How many interviews do I need to do to make it clear there's no comparing me to you? Do you know how many MCs and leagues I've been through? I was heating up stages, slaying down rooms when you was watching me on YouTube in your bedroom. They let it get too comfy. They gave him too much leg room, but enjoy that while it lasts, bro, because you'll be dead soon. They called the league No Loose Chat. And you did enough of that in the promo. Or hit him with a 96 Hulk Hogan choke hold till his face blue and his foes froze. Now he knows testing Giz was a no-go and he's wishing that he no-showed. This could have happened before, but he was too scared to come to Gab. He felt safe for a dub scandal, and that's just a fact. He jumped on Hulk's nuts, he told him don't flop, then he came to No Loose Chat and did exactly that. You see his interviews, he's too scared to chat about Gab. Time. Let's go. Fight back!
Why do you look like you're about to ask me if I've got any scrap for sale? Let's go! Why do you look like you're about to ask me if I've got any scrap for sale? He's got a business selling rabbits that he catch himself. If you need your wall shingled, drive tarmac as well, then give us a shout. He's the man to help. Like, you look like you've travelled well. And I don't mean nasty, I mean a lot. And I was always warned never to beef your mob because they turn up with a bag of man. You look like you're about to tell me I'll do the fight for the caravan. You might have them Irish links, we're under COVID orders. And my links ain't got to get over borders. Where's your bodies? We need mortgages. I got them bodies on ice. That's what a mortgage is. Let's go. Let's go. I got them bodies on ice. That's what a mortgage is. You told Surfer you one of them white boys that self-harming, like it. Are you alright, Giz? Do you need to talk? Like seriously, do you need to talk? Because for a guy that's quite big, your voice is kinda high-pitched. Tequila slammers only time you see a slice on my wrist, and they don't want beef with Frost, cause I'm known to back it quick like tequila shots. My guys get the job done like a music box. I do you dirty, blood, watch who you're leeching off. It's another cold body.
Oh, let's go.
That cold ain't bluffing. You ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing.
Yeah. Go.
Fight back!
Ready?
Let's go.
My old man says, son, it's never right to hit a woman. Even if she's hitting you first and she deserves a good one. Well, I'll treat Frost the same. It ain't right, so I shouldn't. But if he steps too out of line, the uppercut will leave him flying, he'll wake up back in Fulham. You better watch how you act, Frost. Giz a Sasquatch, catch you slipping like Nick Hancock. Break his ribs with a Ric Flair knife-edge hand chop. Oh, come on. You thought this was going to be an okay corral stand-up? Well, I'm the last of the Mohicans, and that blonde top's getting hacked off. We are not the same, bro. We are not the same, bro. Some of these battle rappers I helped them build like Selco. Been around since the days of Echo tracksuits and shell toes. Battled everywhere from palaces to hellholes. Metallica on whom the bell tolls. Known to get dirty like Red Man throwing elbows. Let's keep this 10-10s. How did you expect this to end? I'm lethal with a pen. I'll turn up to your next battle against him and then beat you again. Beat you again. I swear I will. I'll beat you again. See, he calls himself Frost Never Lost. But here's the thing. If he told the truth, he'd call himself Frost Never Got a Clear Win. He called himself Frost Never Got a Clear Win now. Step in line, it's time for order. I'm a divine mind that rhymes torture. When it comes to battle rhymes, I'm a sublime author. Giving the mind lines, giving sights clearer than the water of Fort Ventura. If it's war, I bought a borer. And you don't get to witness. I call my knife the Joker. Because it puts on the show and always leaves them in stitches. You couldn't clutch in my slippers, let alone step in my shoes. You couldn't clutch in my slippers, let alone step in my shoes. You weren't built for my era, that's a fact you know it's true. You couldn't erect the rooms I had to get the little respect that I do. You couldn't handle the heckles and boos. Had your ego left on the floor for dead, stepped on and bruised. You're a fiend for the ego. That's why you're always online begging for views. When I'm in the mood, your head gets removed. 1 minute you're in the forum begging everyone to watch a Loxy battle again, next you've been slewed. They said they don't want to hear no loose chat, and that's something I felt. I could have written a whole bunch of bars about how Frost and heat don't mix well, but I didn't need to. We all know Frost is a melt. We all know Frost is a melt. Premier Battle started fucking with him. I see his head swell, so I had to drag him through the gates of hell to show him he ain't doing so well.
Right.
Let's go, Frost.
Story time. I thought you was gonna bring this up, by the way. So we was in Middlesbrough after an event, chilling and that. Some local boys came from around the village to rap. There was a little room where you had to play the rhythms from, and that's where man had hidden his stash. I go to bill it, my shit's missing, and I think one of these other little pricks have been dipping my bag. I start sticking it on them, and then bury them turn around and start switching on man. It's peak. There's more of them than I thought. I start to think it's a rap, then Giz us a tap. He said, whatever it is, Frost, we got your back. I said, yeah? Which one of these pricks want to scrap? You can have those four, I'll take that little prick in the back. But no one got touched, because nobody took my shit. Turns out I just forgot where I put my shit. Turns out I just forgot where I put my shit. But I was acting like a prick. But I will never forget that you was ready to back me for it, Giz. That's why I will never stand here and attack the character of Giz. Just a battle at the Giz. Giz from the Gab, I got a bag fit for Giz. Ain't even Gab no more. You can take that as you wish. This is your last trip, Gizzy. But since you're my geezer, a king's burial. That's the pyramids of Giza. But no one don't know Giz. New Giz are the old Giz. Take it to the roof, jump off loser like the old Giz. Heavy, heavy choke Giz. Never had a hope when he was stepping through the rope and started messing with the coldest. Stepping on my toes and you're gonna get your spros quick. Timing in a position that's connected with your nose bridge. Old Brit, old Giz. Skating on thin ice, that cold ain't bluffing. You ain't got nothing nice to say, so don't say nothing.
So I don't wanna end. No, you say. When your team goes